Puma's evoSPEED range has won no shortage of plaudits since taking over from the V1 series in 2012, with a combination of sleek, low-profile design and a minimalist, player-first approach to speed. But when you've stripped everything back from a football boot, justifying a new version every year can become more than a little tricky. Does the Puma evoSPEED 1.3 provide enough new features to justify a fresh payout from an existing wearer? We found out as we slipped on a fresh pair this last month. One of Puma's big selling points this season is a brand new upper. A Teijin synthetic microfiber, Puma's new choice of material on the evoSPEED 1.3 allows the boot to bring a thinner, more lightweight touch and feel on the ball. A noble goal for sure. The evoSPEED 1.3 does indeed offer a significantly improved touch on the ball over the previous model. The new style of 3D Griptex print on the front compensates admirably for the removal of the leather-like grain that we saw on the upper of the 1.2. However, this thinner, lighter upper does have a drawback. We certainly found it took much longer to break these in over the previous model. That's not to say that the end result isn't worth that investment, but we found that the evoSPEED 1.3 is a boot to be worn in over a couple of weeks rather than a couple of days round the house or park. Even though that initial break-in period stops the boot from being at its best for a short while, the Puma evoSPEED 1.3 isn't exactly all that uncomfortable whilst it's happening. We found an initial feeling of tightness came from pulling the laces on the 1.3 too tight. So, simply slackening off the laces after a couple of minutes of really stretching them out helped to eliminate any hot spots or discomfort. Beyond that, once the boot is fully moulded to your feet, it is a very accommodating cleat to play in, with our only word of warning being for players with particularly wide feet. As with a lot of speed boots out there at the moment, these simply aren't going to be the boot for you. But for everyone else, the new evoSPEED are certainly going to be a comfortable ride. One of the main reasons for that is the outsole. Mostly comprised of conical studs, the evoSPEED's traction plate is very good for dispersing stud pressure and boosting comfort, whilst that longer than average stud length still maintains a good level of bite into the turf. Performance-wise, that thin upper is tidy to strike a ball in, whilst the speed track spine under the heel and midfoot stops the boot feeling sloppy, instead delivering a nice level of ping and purchase when you're really slamming your laces through a shot. The pros of the evoSPEED 1.3 are certainly plentiful, with the upper a definite upgrade over the 1.2. Great all-around performance and above average comfort that likely draws for professionals like Aguero and Falcao. On the flip side, however, it could be argued that this boot doesn't make a huge leap over the previous model. Yes, the upper is a step up, but the headline change to an external EverFit cage doesn't offer a massive upgrade, and much of the sole plate is the same. The bottom line is, if you're a Puma speed boot fanatic, these are as good as it gets. But if your 1.2s still have a lot of life left in them, don't feel like you're missing out drastically with the 1.3. You can afford to hang fire a little longer, maybe until the colourway choice is a bit greater. And that's all from us here on Footy-Boots.com, the leading independent source for all news on football boots, kit and training gear. Join us for more unboxings, reviews and exclusive interviews every week by hitting the subscribe button. And be sure to follow us on the main site, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and of course Google+.